So in the last few videos, we have been trying to find the mistakes that we have made on the basic quiz. And so far, what we have learned is, um, for instance, UDS is short for Ustedes, and um, UD would be Usted. And both come under the group of ellos and as, and in terms of the conjugation rule, right? So for AR verbs it is an, for ER verbs or IR verbs it is en. And we have also seen that in terms of, we try to find the meanings of these words, right? So for instance, contestar means to answer, vender means to sell, recibir means to receive, preparar means to prepare, leer means to read, and subir means to increase. So today, let's try to form sentences, and let's start with contestar. So contestar is, and as you can see, it is an AR verb because the ending ends with AR. So, and we also know the meaning of contestar, which means to answer. Okay, so the question is to write 6 sentences in Spanish and translate them to English using the following verbs. So let's again start with contestar. Let's try to form a sentence using contestar in Spanish, and then let's translate that to English. Alright, so let's get started. Let me open up an editor and let's take it from there. Okay. Alright, so on the screen we have contestar. Contestar. So contestar means to answer. Okay, so with that said, let's try to form a sentence. And because this is probably the first time we're using the word, let's try to make it very simple. Okay, so to answer. Okay, so so obviously answer would be, you would be answering. I mean, first thing which I think about is answer would be, you would be, in terms of you're answering a question, or yeah. So or he or she knows the answer to the question. So everything from what I'm saying or thinking is in relation to a question. Um, unless of course it is a response to something. But okay, so let's try to form sentence with uh, in relation to a question. So or in response to a question, if you will. So so contestar, and again let's try to make it very simple. um, okay, contestar answer, and we obviously have to use a subject pronoun. So it could be I, could be you, right? So could be yo, it could be tu. um, okay, and okay, so we're just trying to break it down so that we can formulate a sentence. So okay, so we need to use a subject pronoun, and we have the verb. um, okay, I think uh, knows would be conocer, right? Okay, so I'm planning to use two verbs here. So let's see how it. Um, okay, so but okay, so or it could also be il or yes, or sorry, it is il or as, right? So you answer the question. I answer the question. Okay. Conocer. I know the answer. So I think okay, we can write you know the answer. So to um to conocer. So conocer. So it is an ER verb, and uh and since we had the letter T and S comes before T, so we know we need to have an S. So it can either be an AS or an ES. So since an ER verb is ES, so to, so in conjugate, in terms of conjugation, it would be to conoces, you know. Uh, so which loosely, I believe loosely translates to you know the answer. That's what I intend to write. So you know the answer. So the only conjugation we have done is with conocer. We made conoces because we are conjugating with tu, and I think you've seen this in probably section 3 that we could have, you know, two verbs in a sentence where one verb is conjugated and the other verb is in the infinitive form. So in this case, contestar is in the infinitive form, and conocer we have conjugated with the subject pronoun tu. So okay, let's see if it's correct. So tu conoces el contestar, even if it makes any sense. Um, alright, so tu conoces el contestar translates to you know the answer. Okay. Um,
Tú conoces el contestar.
okay. Alright, so we have looks like we have created a sentence using contestar. So in the next video we'll try to form a sentence with vender. So until then, see you next time.